Yo, what's up, everybody? It's a boy, already Raptor, back at like bad habit like a rabbit. Yes, sir, ski. Yeah. So it's almost 5 Central Time Zone. I was supposed to make this at 3:30. I ain't gonna lie to you. I got lost in time and stuff happened earlier, and it is what it is, and it ain't what it ain't. I'm gonna stream right after this. So since it's almost 5, we're gonna stream until 5 to roughly. Normally it would be 4 to 6, so 5 to 7. I'll be streaming Hogwarts Legacy. Hope you guys enjoy that. Anyways, motivation time with Raptor. Last episode we talked about just how we view life, and just understanding that we have our flaws and we have our failures, but we also have our pros and our cons, and we are not perfect by any means. This I talked about at the end of last episode. The next episode would be about the anchor system. That's what I like to call it. It's a system that I thought of and is actually very helpful and beneficial to me. Now, I did make a video a while back on my podcast about this, but that was before I actually that was when I was younger, and honestly, it wasn't the best quality, stuff like that. So I decided to make it a little bit, I decided to do an updated format of it. So, the anchor system is, at its core, it's a foundation of a select few. Very select. When I mean select, you gotta really think about these people. You gotta think, like, have they ever meant any harm, bad, or have they ever gone out of their way to fuck you over? They've had, you have to be very picky with this, because you can't have people that have left. You can't have people that have done you bad. You can't have anybody that has done you wrong. Now, some of us may not have this, but for the few people, for the people that have these people, let's say it's your brother, your uncle, your bestest friend that you've known since fucking kindergarten. She or he has not left your life, or they, them, whatever it is, whatever you go by. They have not left your life at all. They have been by your side. They've been your ride or die. What you've been doing, they do. What do you deal with? They deal with. You know what I mean. It's got to be on that level. They can't have ever done you wrong. For me, I have 3 people. Now, these 3 people know who they are. These 3 people, anytime I think about doing something stupid, I'm not without getting into too much detail, because I know YouTube, this is a very touchy topic, and this video could get taken down. Making yourself not part of this mortal plane, on that level of stupidity, obviously, killing, not allowing yourself to be part of this mortal plane it's not a stupid thing, but it's also not a smart thing, because all your problems are temporary. It's not good to fix a temporary problem with a permanent fix. But that's the thing about depression. Some of us we don't have the ability to be, some of us just don't know how to see when we are depressed. And for a while, I didn't. I didn't know how to feel happy. I didn't know how to feel. The best way to describe it is putting on an act. But deep down, you're numb. You don't feel. You don't feel sadness. You don't feel happiness. You don't feel. Most people describe it as a very sad emotion, but the thing is, how I felt it is, you don't feel. You don't feel anymore. You don't feel anything. And there were times where I thought about it. I thought of like, you know what? I could do it right now. I could leave and be happy. But where my morals came in, so I made a promise to myself that I would never hurt anybody I care about. That's part of my morals. And the anchor system is where you choose these 3 people. Or these people that you have chosen. I've chosen 3. And the cool thing about it is anything you want to... let's say, you know what, you're about to do something very out there. Like you want to do something that's crazy. That you might die, or you might screw yourself over in the process. You just think in the back of your head, be like, how would they feel if I did this? How would they feel? Because the thing about pain, it doesn't go away once you're gone or anybody's gone. It merely gets transferred to the next person that cared about you most. And that's the thing with the anchor system. It allows you to really get yourself back down to earth and think about the people that you have chosen to be in that. How would they feel? Because at the time, what you feel is something that could affect others that you care about, but you can't bring yourself to understand that they care about you. But constantly reminding myself of these 3 people allowed me to come back to earth and be one with myself again. I really do recommend, like, at some point, just sit down with yourself and think. Turn off everything. Don't even play music. Don't allow your brain to get distracted. Just turn off the lights if you need to. Just lay in your bed or just think of the very select people that you want in your anchor system to allow yourself to become part of Earth again and not be above or just outside of the Earth. Does that make sense? Like outside of yourself, or you come back to reality rather than living in the headspace that you are in. Now, this is a very, like, again, the reason why I'm stuttering a little bit is because this is a little bit personal. I don't like being personal on the internet because I know, again, like, that's the reason why I'm not name dropping the very select 3 people. Now, these 3 people, again, know who they are. They know who they are. I have told them who they are. And I would just, I'm trying my best to not allow myself to be personal, but I'm also having to be a little bit more personal than I normally am. So yes, anyways, guys, remember to live a life and not just life. Remember to hit the subscribe button, post notifications, and that like button. If you enjoyed this video and this video helped you, send this to one of your friends to help them. And if you want to watch more motivation, really just allow yourself to understand how to be better and happier and just overall work on yourself. I have a whole description, like a whole playlist in my playlist tab on YouTube for that. And if you want to connect with me, if you ever need to talk, I'm a very helping person. I'm known as the mobile therapist in my friend groups. Go check out my Instagram in my bio. Shoot me a text, be like, hey, Raptor, I need your help. Like, I got you. And we can work on it. I'll help you work on it together. And anyways, guys, remember to live a life, not just life. And peace out, Raptor Unpack. I will be streaming right after I post this video. And love every single one of you. Peace out, Raptor Unpack. And deuces.